Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your Captain Guide and friend, Dalton Rutlinger. Welcome back to Sailwind, the Kakam only challenge. In the previous episode, we made it here to Mirage Mountain, and I was told in the comments section to take a closer look at some of these new islands, Mirage Mountain being one of them. And I found out why it's potentially called Mirage Mountain. We'll touch on that a minute later, but while I was looking around, I came across these cabins out here in the middle of nowhere. And I'm suspicious of one of them because one of them you can't enter. Actually, I think there's multiple of these things, but these are kind of tucked away where they're kind of hard to find. And I'm suspicious of one of these cabins in particular being this one. What the heck happened in here? I've been told there are several secrets that can be found on some of these islands. And I'm curious to know if, because it's like so close to Halloween, that if Raw Lion didn't add in something that's a bit spoopy. So I think what I might do is I might just wait until nighttime and see if there's anything going on out here. I kind of doubt that there is, but I suppose you never know. Unfortunately, it's still quite early in the day, so we'll continue looking around. Yeah, like there's a building here that you can't enter. Then there's another one somewhere. I think it's like on the other side of one of these dunes out here. Yeah, up here. The screen is kind of hard to look at right now because it's so bright. In fact, you know what? On that note, never mind. I thought there was a brightness control. I was completely wrong. That's fine. So yeah, there's another house here. There's nothing on the roof. But we'll come back to this area soon-ish. Right now, I want to show a little oversight, potentially, on Raw Lion's part. So, this place is called Mirage Mountain, right? I'm going to show you potentially why it is called Mirage Mountain. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. This is, yeah. This is, interesting. This completely caught me by surprise whenever I first discovered this, but I don't know if there's anything significant to it, or if it's just like a graphical glitch or whatever, terrain glitch. Because I've been looking around, looking for certain things that. Oh, that's the way in. Never mind. Yeah, then there's the huts. I don't see anything else of noteworthy importance. Very possible I could be overlooking something that's like hidden behind the dunes or something, but I'm sure we will find those in good time. There wasn't something that I overlooked inside the mountain itself, is there? Not as far as I can tell. So, yeah. I'm going to get a few bites to eat and a few things to drink. And I'll see you guys again whenever it's close to nightfall so we can explore those huts at night. Unless maybe you have something worthy of discussion. Vast fields of saffron used to grow here. Now it's all buried under the sand. So do I need to buy a shovel? Is that what you're suggesting? You know what? I'll buy another... Yeah, screw it. I'll buy 2 bottles of water, then I'll also take some cheese out there with me, just so I have something to kind of munch away on. But, yeah. I have a sinking suspicion that is why it's called Mirage Mountain. I can't see that being an oversight on Raw Lion's part. But there's also a chance that I am just completely wrong. I just want to climb up the top of this hill over here and see if there's anything worth exploring. Not as far as I can tell. You know, before nighttime comes, I want to just take another little look-see around, just to make sure that I didn't actually miss something. I'm not expecting anything to really actually happen at nighttime, but just in the off chance that I'm wrong... He has this area kind of set up like he almost wants you to find this place from the ocean. It's probably about midday-ish now. There's nothing like on top of the roof, is there? No? Yeah, no, I guess I'm just gonna wait until dusk and I'll join you guys again then. Alright, the sun is officially going down. I was told there's supposed to be a big secret on this island, so... The only thing that I've found that's a little strange is this hut. Aside from, you know, the mountain not really existing, but... I don't think anything's going to happen, but in the off chance that I'm wrong, I just want to make double sure. Because someone in one of my other videos commented that there is an island north of Astron that has a haunted lighthouse or something, and I'm just kind of curious to see if supernatural occurrences don't maybe appear in this particular region as well. I have no idea if the haunted lighthouse thing is true or not. I could just be being trolled, but we will discover it sooner or later. We will discover the truth sooner or later. Will you hurry up and go down, please? Okay, the moon is officially up. The sun is almost down. I'm prepared for anything. I swear there's something significant here. Because this is far different from anywhere else in the game. This place is telling a story of some kind. Like, this place wants to be found. Maybe it has something to do with a secret island out by Oasis. I'll give it an honest chance to show me there's something about this place, but I'm suspicious that I might be on the wrong trail or on the wrong tail of something. Okay, so that way's north. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Because it is well and truly nighttime now. And I'm seeing nothing like what I was expecting to see, so I'll give it a little bit longer, but if I don't see anything pop up and go boo or something, I might just say to heck with it and leave. Because I was just told there's something to look for on this island. I was never told specifically what. I'm just gonna check like all the nooks and crannies of this area. See if maybe there's something like hiding in a clever spot. So far, as far as I can tell, no. I don't really seem to be missing anything, as far as I can tell. Up on the ceiling. Wait. Okay, I thought that might have been like a note or something. There's nothing on top of the doorway. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm missing something, I have no idea what it is. I think people might just be pulling my leg. Unless... Okay, no, nothing spawned up on top of the... on the roof. Maybe one of the other huts is hiding something. Though I am suspicious at best. Wait, no, that's the one I was just at. There's another one around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. All right, well, it was worth a shot, I guess. If anything was supposed to happen, this would be the night for it to happen. It's a full moon. All right, I'm going to sleep at the inn, and I'll join you guys again in the morning. Although, wait. Before I go to bed, I am going to take one last little look-see around at nighttime, just to see if there's something else that's kind of popped up in the distance somewhere. So yeah, there's the huts. We know about those. That's the way in and out. No, and there's the huts again. Okay, so, yeah, if I was supposed to find something, I didn't find it. I'm just going to sleep until morning, and I'll see you guys as we're preparing to depart. Alright. With the sun risen and us fully rested, let's... Well, for starters, let's just kind of double check to make sure our supplies are still good. And we still have barrels of water. We have... Oh, dear. You know what? I can just get rid of this crate of cheese. Or the crate. I have no use for it any longer. Wait, I can't sell it to you. Shop vendor. Yes, take this, please. You know what? I might actually get some lamb or something. Assuming I can. No, I cannot. Really, there's like no food I can get from here. Oh, wow. That would be a problem if I was low on supplies. Thankfully, I am not. Yeah, but you know what? I will buy another bottle of water just to prevent me from using up too much of my resources before I need to. Alright. Let's push you away from the dock and be on our way. Unfortunately, getting out of this place is going to be a pain in the butt. So, for anybody who is curious, we are heading to Happy Bay. I say getting out of here is going to be a pain. We might have... No, it's going to be a pain. It doesn't matter how you splice it. It is going to be a pain. I was going to say we might have some favorable wind conditions here, but no, we in fact do not. I swear, there's something more to that hut, though, because that has a story written to it. It's like it was ransacked or some kind of natural disaster came through. Either way, people left in a hurry. You know what? Let's just go ahead and raise this up. Start preparing ourselves. I am also going to move you a bit further back here for now. Yeah, around this corner is where the fun begins. just keep on zigzagging until we get out of here. Go away, Domino's. Why do I even still have you, like, popping up on my phone? I haven't ordered Domino's in months. If not longer. It might even be, like, close to a year now. This is the last time I had Domino's. Like, I like Domino's sides, but I think I preferred Papa John's pizza. Domino's pizza to me just tasted kind of odd. Like, it wasn't bad. I ordered it several times, but after multiple times of trying it, I think I just grew to prefer Papa John's pizza. I won't even try Pizza Hut anymore. It's... In my area, Pizza Hut has become just absolutely disgusting. Hello, you're blowing from a different angle than I was actually expecting you to be blowing from. Would you mind picking up some speed, please? We need to turn. There we go. Actually, I think I can now... Yeah, I don't have to worry about zigzagging now for the moment. This is gonna be one serious challenge in some of the bigger boats. Like, I'm in the Kakam and I'm feeling kind of restrained. I've done this before in the Dow, but the Dow has just such a tight turning circle that it wasn't really such a big deal. Oh man, I don't even want a magic coming in here with the brig. I'm assuming the brig could even fit in here. It's gonna be tight either way, and the bottom of this channel is gonna be tickling the belly of the brig the entire way. Especially if she's loaded with all kinds of heavy stuff. But honestly, this was a lot easier than last time I tried this. This was nothing. Alright, just so the wind doesn't push us into the actual beach, I'm going to go ahead and just let out the gaff sail a little bit, just to kind of help reduce the amount of wind we're catching. That is the wrong winch. I always get those two confused. Alright, so what way is the wind actually blowing from? So it's blowing from that sort of direction, which means... Right, so getting through one of these channels is going to be interesting. I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to make it out. That's the way I came in from. I want to go out through the actual, like, man-made canal thing up here. Kind of curious what the story is behind this place. Was this like some kind of fortress long ago, but it just kind of lost strategic importance? Because somebody went through the trouble of... Oh yeah, we're going to be like head on with the wind through here. I really don't know. Actually, we're not as bad as I thought we were going to be. Never mind. I was wrong. Wait, did I come in through here in this series, or did I come in through this way in one of my other games? I don't know. But I've been doing some exploring around in one of my own private save files, and one of them I came through this channel, then another one I entered through that area over there. So I don't know. Right, so we are completely tight here. Maybe I can get some extra... some extra force with the cutter here. Although... Actually, I have an idea. You know what? I'm right here. I'm just going to get out and push. Just screw it. That'd be a predicament to be in real life. In a tight area like that, and you can't really turn your boat to catch any wind. I imagine it probably happened plenty of times. Right, so we want to be heading to the northeast until we reach latitude 35. Where is my compass? There's my compass. Right, so I actually want to be heading back in that direction. Actually, that direction. So, let's go ahead and start making our preparations. Let's let you out. Pretty much all the way. And more or less the same for you. And same for you, but to a lesser degree. And you know what? I'll also pull in the Genoa sail. Just a smidge. There we go. Alright, so throughout the trip, I can actually try and use Coupling Rhino's advice that he gave me in a previous video, where I can try and use the bottle to navigate. And with the quadrant, what I can do, the quadrant, there it is. With the quadrant, I can just kind of check our latitude and see if I'm right or not. You know what? It's good enough. I'll go and just eat this cheese right here and now. That filled me up. Are we around the island yet? Nope, not quite. Let's go and get you cast out. For anybody who is new to this game, watching my series, I don't think I've seen anybody new. I haven't shown it in this series yet, but you can get scurvy in this if you don't eat a properly balanced diet. I don't remember what all happens with scurvy, but I do know it's not something you really want to have. You can't die in this game, at least not yet, as I'm recording this. But your character can... Well, I guess technically you can die, but whenever you die, you don't get like a... you know, in-game screen or anything like that. You just go back to the dock you were previously at. Right. So we kind of want to be going a bit more to the east, but not dead east. We want to be heading east by northeast, basically. Alternatively, we can just head straight north to latitude 35. And then make the turn just straight east from there. But that's going to be a very long trip. So yeah, I think it'd be better if we just start turning east. East by northeast, and we'll eventually get close enough to Happy Bay that we should be able to see it sticking out of the ocean. So... let's go ahead and start making our turn. God, it's such a violent sound. Right, I am going to go ahead and use the gaff sail to get over on this side. And you know what? I was about to do that, but thank you very much, Win, for doing it yourself. Much appreciated. And here we go, people. Nothing but open ocean between us and Happy Bay. Right, so before I actually go to sleep for the night, I do want to kind of practice the longitude battle thing. So we are supposed to be at latitude 33, basically. I'll put the bottle in my handy-dandy inventory here. Because Scuffling Rhino actually, like, whenever I tried this in the previous video, he said I pretty much got it, like, on the first try. So, apparently I did something right. I don't know what I did right, but I did something right. And you know, seeing as how I actually have some, like, legitimate competition now for YouTube videos and everything, in the name of Shipwreck Sean, I might just stick with making Sailwind videos now. Not to steal from his mojo or anything, but before I was kind of the undisputed king of Sailwind content. Now I have a potential rival. And I mean rival in, you know, the friendliest way possible. I mean rival in terms of enemy. But I imagine he probably will surpass my channel at some point, because his videos are a lot more... He's got a much better voice than I do, I will say that. Of course, we also help each other out as well, because people will watch his channel and be like, I wonder if there's anybody else doing this, or vice versa. Then they'll find each other's channels. And they'll be like, hey, I like what Shipwreck Sean does a lot better, but I prefer what Dalton... But other people will say, like, I prefer what Dalton Rutlinger does, so it's going to be... It's going to get interesting. It doesn't swing quite as wide in this direction as I would actually prefer it to, but oh well. Now, we're pretty much heading right in the direction I want to be going right now. And you know, I don't know if I've ever actually done this in the history of my channel. I don't know if I've ever gone from Oasis over to Happy Bay. I really don't know. Because I typically take the safe route. You know, I'll swing up to Ace. Like, if I want to go from All Lonk to Happy Bay, I'll swing out to Astron, and then go down south to Happy Bay. And I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. Hey, that was some good news. I don't know how long it's been exactly, but I'll just say like the better part of a year. My girlfriend hasn't had a job because she got fired from her previous one. I'm not going to get into the details, but it was a wrongful fire. But she finally got another job. After months and months and months and months of trying, she finally got another job. That's great. I'm happy for her. All right, is the North Star out yet? Yes, indeed it is. All right. So, where is... There you are. You little rascal. All right, so yeah, 33, give or take. Let's take a little look-see here. Wine bottle. I've never really paid this much attention to it before, but I want to say I've noticed some differences, but I just never really paid that much attention. Apparently the North Star actually does get closer, like the further north you go. But still, how the heck did people figure this out? It's just mind-boggling to me. I guess, like, maybe with a bit more practice and a bit more experience, you know, I'll be able to, like, more confidently say, like, ah, yes, I'm at such and such latitude, but as it is right now, I think I think this is just insane that people actually managed to figure this out. What the... Okay. I guess that was the perimeter of Mirage Mountain, because that's usually when that type of wave appears. And there for a minute I thought that the moon over there was another random island. Alright, well, I am going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning, everybody. Is Mirage Mountain still in the distance by any chance? Not as far as I can see. Actually, I think I might have just seen a little sliver of it. No, it is very much gone. Alright. So we are exactly where a sailor should be, out here in the middle of nowhere, in the ocean. I will say this boat likes to really pull to the right. It might be because of the current sail setup that I have. How much speed do I lose if I just pull down the gaff sail? Just kind of curious. It feels like the answer to that is quite a bit, actually. I want to do some experimenting while I have the chance. Right, so... if I were to bring in the cutter... I'm trying to see if I can just get the boat to stay on a steady course without me having to constantly be at the helm. Because I want to be going in a this way-ish sort of direction. For right now, it seems to be holding steady, so I'll just leave it be for the time being. Let's reel in some breakfast. So I left a message on the Discord server for any mods that people would like to see me install for the next playthrough, because I kind of feel like Sailwind has gotten a little too easy for me. Like, that's not to say that there are still... that I still don't get any challenge from it, or that I don't enjoy it. But, dang it, that is not what I wanted to do. It's just kind of the exact same map over and over and over again. And there's only so many boats and so many options. So, what I want to do is I want to install the Scattered Sea mod, which basically changes all of the islands around at random, which I think would be a very fun addition to the game. It'd make a very fun challenging series. Because you're not going to know where any islands are right off the bat. You're going to have to go around and just explore as much as you possibly can. Which is kind of one reason I wish there was a manual way to actually delete your old saves that you don't really want anymore. Alright, what is the deal with you? Why are you acting the way that you are? I don't like the fact that you're acting the way that you are. Well, that's annoying. Unless I don't have anything in this crate, though I'm pretty sure I do. Sailwind is not cooperating at the moment. Why you be like this? Oh, yeah, so, I can't open either crate, which is a problem. Let me try... Maybe that reset something. Nope. Give me a second here. Okay, let's try this now. Yep, okay, there we go. Problem solved. All I had to do is just reboot the game. And unfortunately, whenever I started under the water, so the boat just kind of shot up from the depths of hell, and I took on a lot of water. Alrighty. So, let's just kind of make sure we're still heading in vaguely the right direction. About there-ish. That is fine. Okay, sorry about that. I was replying to somebody in the Discord. Oops. It really feels like we are moving here. Let's see how fast we are moving. So I'm just gonna say we're averaging out about around 8 knots or so, give or take. Which, to be fair, is pretty quick. Alright, once again, let's get you cast out. And, you know what? I'm going to just sit on my chair and, just watch the ocean. Not really much else to do. Now, you know what? I will keep the compass on hand. That way I can just very quickly look at where we're going. Like for right now, for example, I am going off course. I'm heading too far to the east. Actually, no, I was going to continue doing a bit more experimenting. So if I were to pull this in... like that. I don't think it's really ideal. Though, for the time being, it seems to be fairly steady in its course, so I guess I'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Alright, the sun's gone down. Let's turn on the lights so you guys can see. And let's bring out our handy-dandy quadrant. Looks like latitude 34. Maybe we're still in 33. I haven't really been going that far north, so it wouldn't surprise me if we're still in latitude 33. Speaking of which... yeah, we're still heading in vaguely the right direction. Right, well, I am going to sleep, and I'll see you guys later on. Alright, it is nighttime once again. Let's see here. Boop. Okay, definitely latitude 34. I don't have a way of knowing what my longitude is at the moment, but based on how long I've been sailing, I'm going to assume probably -1 in terms of longitude. And then I'm at 34 latitude, so yeah, we're somewhere within that square. Of course, I have no idea if I am in -1. I can only assume just kind of based on how long I've actually been sailing, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I could be much further along than I think I actually am. Once we get to latitude 35, we'll definitely just turn more directly east, and I'll start paying closer attention to what's up ahead of us. Right. So, I will see you guys in a moment, whenever something else interesting pops along. Hopefully not a storm. I would really appreciate not running into a storm. Alrighty. I'm going through some rough seas at the moment, so that I thought I would show some of it off. And I haven't really shown like dedicated sailing videos for a little while. Dang it, I keep thinking this speck on my screen is an island up ahead, and I know for a fact that it's not. I just need to clean up my monitor again, apparently. I don't know how this thing gets so dirty all the time. You know what, actually, on that topic, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. That's a bit better. Alright, how are we doing? Yep, I decided to go ahead and just turn straight to the northeast. Just so we can get up to latitude 35 a little bit sooner. We still have 28 days to make it to Happy Bay, so we're fine. And the salt is just a trading good, so we don't have any time limit on that one. Off screen, I'm looking into mods to install for my next playthrough. I'm thinking about the Scrambled Seas mod, especially because this layout right here, just the vanilla layout, has gotten kind of old for me. I'm ready to move on and do something a bit different. So that'll be exciting whenever it finally happens. You know what? I'll let you guys enjoy some nice sailing while I'm browsing through the mod list. Let's see, actually, where do I want to leave you guys? Perhaps something like this? I think this will do. Or maybe I'll just sit down on this crate. Yeah, that should do nicely. Oh my god, I cannot believe it's already past 6 o'clock. That is just insane. What's that banging sound? Did the sails switch? No? I have no idea. Also, I probably have been dragging a fish along for a very long time now, so I'll go and reel this poor guy in. Dang it! It took my hook, you little jerk. There we go. Is it just me, or is the sky turning a bit ominous? Not really liking the look of the sky right now. I think we've crossed over into the Astron region. I think that's what's happening. The water doesn't seem as blue as it used to be. Which might actually mean that we're at latitude 35. I'll check tonight. It's too late for me to use the sun compass. So yeah, I'll check that here in a bit. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's a problem. That is indeed a problem. Things were going so well until that thing decided to pop up. Right, well, I suppose it can't be helped. How are we doing, by the way? We're going directly to the east. That's not really all that great. So much for taking a star reading tonight, apparently. Actually, wait, I can just make it out. We are at latitude 35. Alright, so yeah, we want to be heading straight east then. The storm is going to complicate things, but hopefully it shouldn't complicate things too much. Just going to turn these on. I'm definitely going to be sleeping through a lot of this, because my character is extremely tired at the moment. I probably should have invested in some energy elixirs before setting out, just to avoid situations like this. Oh yeah, listen to that thunder. That is not good. Oh, hello. I raised up the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I don't want you too tight, but tight enough to where we can still at least carry some momentum. Yeah. Alright, let's get this party started. I am actually going to try and sleep real quick, just so I am not quite so tired. Alright, I've woken up in the middle of the night. The storm is now over there. Oh, it's way out there now. That went by a lot faster than I was expecting it to. How are we doing for course-wise? Turning a bit to the east, or to the north. But the only sail I have deployed right now is just my Genoa sail at the very front of the ship, so I suppose I can't be too surprised by it. Okay, I was woken up again because I got thirsty. I still hear thunder, but I think the storm has dissipated. The wind hasn't let up any, though. Yeah. I'm starting to get a little sickly. Okay, I've eaten too much cheese here lately. I'll have some salmon. There we go. Actually, has the storm dissipated completely? Looks like it. I don't see it anywhere, so there's that at least. The gale it left behind is certainly still here, though. Ah. Seems as though the weather has finally calmed down a bit. How are we doing for our course? Oh my, we have been blown completely in a different direction here. Right. Let's go ahead and raise up the gaff sail again. Okay. Honestly, you know, I wouldn't mind if we actually went a bit further to the south now. Kind of fear we might have gone too far north. But at least now I know that we just need to start traveling, like, straight east, so... we'll basically be chasing that morning sun. Probably should have bought a chrono compass while I had the chance, just so I would know where I was in terms of longitude. Oh well, too little too late now. Oh, hang on a second. I bet the water has finally changed to green. Which means... we're finally within the same region that Happy Bay is supposed to be in. And it's been a while. It's like almost 7:30, and I started recording like probably before 4. The ship keeps making all these banging sounds, and I'm starting to get kind of concerned about the integrity of the hull. Yeah, we are definitely in the Emerald Archipelago region now, which is a very welcome sight. How long have I been doing this now? This is... so I've been at sea for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days now. I'm definitely ready to see land again, I will say that. Is there anything on the horizon? Not as far as I can tell. Oops. Alright, let's actually pull you in a little bit so there's some balance. No, I do not want to be going that far to the south. No, thank you. If anything, I probably want to go further north. Yeah. Because I've gone south for a while. Or southerly for a while, but, yeah, I should probably try heading a bit further northward now. And still nothing looming on the horizon, which is kind of a shame. I'm kind of glad I decided not to live stream this, because originally I was actually going to consider live streaming this, but this is... Wait. Okay, I'm guessing I was just seeing things then. I thought I saw something else. Well, now that I know where we kind of are... I believe we're somewhere here-ish. We might even be over here, so we're getting closer, definitely getting closer. Bear in mind, we started all the way over here. Ooh, actually, the water's getting flat now, so... Anything on the horizon? No. At least not as far as I can see. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. It's now past 8 o'clock for me. And still no sign of Happy Bay anywhere. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous that I might have sailed by it without me noticing, even though I've been keeping an eye out for it for quite a while now. Let's see here. I am... Now, to be fair, I'm only 7 days into the journey, so it might still be a ways up. The waves certainly aren't helping. And I don't see it in the third-person camera glitch, so I'll continue sailing onward for a couple more days, but I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Although I need to keep in mind that if you do sail past Happy Bay, there is that other island that's way out there to kind of help serve as a what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of helps serve as a guide, like as a warning, like, hey, you've gone too far to the east, you need to turn back. Forget what that island is actually called. Whether or not we go there in this playthrough, I don't know. Because I'm going to be honest, I did kind of forget about it. Although, to be fair, I didn't go to the island with the outlaws and everything. So, yeah. Maybe as the sun goes down, I'll be able to see it a bit better as the ocean kind of dies down a bit. We shall see. Well, just to confirm, I am still in longitude 35. So I don't think I've gone past it yet. It's just taking a lot longer to get there than I was expecting it would. Though, ooh, maybe I'm actually on 36. No, I think it's 35. Maybe I'll see it tomorrow morning. Kind of hope so, because I'm running out of recording time. Oh, wait, hang on. There's something over there. I think I finally found it. At long last. Oh, man. And not a moment too soon, either. It is 8:20. As I am approaching. And thankfully, I had enough supplies to actually make it. But as you can see, my supplies definitely waned. And I went through an entire barrel of water. This one is almost completely empty. But we made it in the end. I am quite proud of myself. I'm going to give myself a round of applause. Because I'm pretty sure, unless I'm forgetting something, that was the first time that I've ever actually gone from Oasis to Happy Bay. I'm quite proud of myself. So, yeah, I'm just going to give myself another round of applause. Heck yeah. Excuse me, I need to sneeze. Alright. Man, I am not going to lie. I was getting really, really nervous. And I was like, surely I didn't sail by it, because I'm like at the exact same latitude. Am I really that blind? And there's also the fact that I never saw the other island that I mentioned earlier, which you can see for miles. Absolute miles. Man, I am so happy. I am so happy to finally see land. God, I was getting nervous. All right, well, you know what? I will see you guys whenever I get a little bit closer, since it is nighttime. All right, and there is Happy Bay in the daytime. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch over to the sail being on this side, because that's where the wind's blowing. I think you can also just go ahead and be tightened as well. There we go. You are such a welcome sight. Now, you look very weird coming in from this angle. I've never approached from this angle before. It's like... that almost looks like a thumbs up. That looks like the island is giving me a thumbs up. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. I might have to post that on... I might have to post that on the Discord, actually. Like, if I had to see it, other people have to see it now. Like, that's just the way it's gonna be. That just looks so ridiculous. I might have to send that as a message to Raw Lion and see if I can make him hate his own design. Oh man, that's funny. I'm going to send that to my girlfriend as well, because she enjoys watching my videos on this. Oh, yeah. And also, there's the trees! There's the trees! The trees are finally in view! Ah, it's been so long. It's been like almost a 5-hour journey. Man. This was fun, though. I very much enjoyed this. Though I was getting very, very, very nervous. I will not lie. I cannot stress how nervous I was actually getting. I'm going to lower down the cutter to try and get a little bit of extra speed. Yeah, I wonder if I can actually use that as a thumbnail. Yeah, honestly, this right here might not be a bad thumbnail. Hang on a second, people. Sorry about that. I have to think of thumbnails, you know. You got to get people interested in the video somehow. Although, ooh. Ooh. I think I already know what thumbnail I'm going to use, so I'm going to just stop taking screenshots. Oh my god, if you could see the number of screenshots I have of this game that were potential thumbnails or things that just looked really cool, I might have to delete some of these because they have got to be eating into my storage a little bit. Like, good lord. So while I was off camera, I actually watched a few videos of Shipwreck Sean. I haven't really watched other Sailwind Let's Players too much. I just kind of don't have the time anymore. But I am happy that my channel has kind of inspired a bunch of other people to help get word out about this game. Because there for a while, I think I was the only one recording videos of this game. I know there were a few other people. I know Tomato did it. I think he even still does it to this day. And he actually messaged me like a year or so ago. But I didn't know if it was him or if it was just some guy pretending to be him. I don't think that's really helping much. Dang it, why do I have a cough all of a sudden? I've got like a random tickle in the back of my throat, and unfortunately I'm out of my drink. Dang it. Ah, man. Well, it's not giving me a thumbs up anymore, but it was nice while it lasted. Good old Happy Bay. Well, should I go ahead and just measure my speed just for the sake of it? Just for poopies and giggles? She's trying for 6 knots. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I do kind of wish there was a shipyard here at Happy Bay so I could actually check the damage to my ship and repair it if need be, but it is what it is, I guess. So, if you've made it this far, I do appreciate it. I hope my videos aren't getting too boring for a lot of you, but I am going to start focusing a bit more on Sailwind, I think, especially now that I've got some legitimate competitors. ICU and Shipwreck Sean. Not to, you know, cause a rivalry or anything between us. Like, I hold nothing against them. I mean, heck, in the event that we, there's another game that's supposed to come out. I think it's like Crosswinds or something like that. Maybe in the event we ever start messaging each other, we could actually kind of start playing that together. I think it's multiplayer. I wouldn't mind giving a shot at Sea of Thieves with some other Sailwind players as well. But I'm so terrible whenever it comes to PvP. Like, I just don't have the reflexes anymore. And anymore, whenever it comes to a lot of games like that, you're going up against streamers who play the game literally every single day for hours and hours and hours. And I just don't have that kind of skill. Let alone the reaction time. Like, whenever I first got Sea of Thieves, I got it just for the sake of doing what I'm doing in this game. Just being a merchant, going from island to island, delivering goods. Or at least kind of role-playing that. Can I sail between... I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go on the outside of them. Because it kind of looks like I could sail, like, between that gap up there. Like that gap right there. Sorry. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to sail around the outside of these. Actually, I don't think they're meant to be like a warning for shallow. Actually, maybe they are. Yeah, it looks like I probably could have made that in this thing, but definitely for the bigger ships, you want to be careful there. All right. Maybe whenever I do my next series, I could also go ahead and disable the third-person camera button or switch it over to something just kind of inconvenient, aside from the C key. And I can kind of do the no third-person camera challenge whenever I start this next playthrough, which I've decided is actually going to be very heavily modded, which means the other save file that I have has pretty much been for naught. I know mods probably don't affect the game too much, but just to be on the safe side, I want to install the mods, then start the playthrough. And I'm looking into scattered seas, I'm looking into random encounters, I'm looking into... There's a mod that allows you to paint the ship. There's a mod that adds whales and other sea life to the game. There's a mod that makes storms a bit more deadly. And this is just from the Discord page. I think there's another website that actually has other Sailwind mods on it as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't... So take it with a grain of salt, basically. But in the event that I am right, and there is another website, I'll definitely be checking it out. Right. Let's put you there. And then we can put you back here. There we go. Alrighty, let's run up here and get the cart guy. Man, I remember how much of a pain it used to be to actually, like, take cargo and supplies all the way down here from either up in the town or from there. Man, it was a pain. Oh! Oh, well, excuse me. Excuse flipping me for being such a poor, broke person, I guess. Do I have the money now? No, I don't. So, yeah, just, I guess just do all of them. You know, just because, you know, why not? Actually, no, I don't need that much. Let's go for... You know what? That should definitely be more than enough. If it's not, then, well... I'll just exchange more money. It's not like... Are you serious? Are you serious right now, Cartman? There we go. Alrighty. Let's deliver these. Boink. And then boink. Salt, 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 salt. I feel like I have overlooked it. Sculptures? Huh. I feel like I am going blind because I've been looking at the screen for so long. Lamb, pork, venison, sausages. Tea and coffee. You'd think I'd be close to salt. But what the heck? No, there it is. I'm blind. I'm just gonna. Should I edit that part out? No, I'm gonna. Everyone knows I'm a dingus, so I might as well just keep it in. While I'm here, is there anything that's worth taking to Astron? Salmon? Maybe? Eel? Maybe? But I might as well be doing it in this. I mean, honestly, I could transport some mead. I mean, why not? I rarely ever transport like water or mead or beer or anything like that. Coconuts. Now, there's a profit. Of course, the profit is kind of a moot point in the end because it's going to be irrelevant. Maybe I should just, like, head there with my supplies and just, like, stop at every island and call it good. Here's a question. Can the Dow handle iron? I honestly don't know. I've never transported iron with the Dow. Or not the Dow, the Kakam. Surely it can handle at least one, because I mean it'd be kind of poor game design if it couldn't handle at least just one crate of iron. Well, actually, how much can I get for... I'm just gonna transfer everything over to... $1,900. Yeah, so no, I can't buy gold, and it doesn't want gems. I think iron would be my next bet. Copper isn't too bad. Actually, what is going to Mount Malefic itself? Mount Malefic is going to be our first stop. Sunspire is buying copper for a decent amount. What about iron? No, they want copper more than they want iron. Mount Malefic is going to be our first stop, so let's just kind of go based on what they're wanting. Blue tobacco wasn't bad. Leather? Yeah. Pork? No, not worth it. Coffee? No. Dates? Interestingly, they actually sell quite well. Coconuts as well. Oranges? Really, there's not much difference between coconuts and oranges, but oranges come in a very awkward crate. Seafood? Meh. I mean, they could also go for salmon. Okay, but nowhere wants mead, interestingly enough. What about eel? Huh. I think I'm going to play it safe and take... Oh, no. Mount Malefic wants literally nothing in terms of metals. Unless it's gold. But everybody wants gold. You know what? I'll go for a nice light load. I think 4 crates of blue tobacco should be absolutely more than enough. Ah, yeah, over here. And maybe a mission? Yeah, I think the blue tobacco will be fine. Oh, come on. Don't be like this. There we go. Boink. Oh, no. You know what? I'll just sell you and get you out of the way. Easy on! Jeez! Alright, yeah, that's gonna be where I wrap up the video, so thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more content from me, consider subscribing to the channel, because I do plan on doing a lot more Sailwind in the near future. I've kind of lost interest in Oblivion, and it really wasn't getting any views in the first place, and for whatever reason, everybody just started hating on the remaster for whatever reason. I don't know why. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because Oblivion has always been one of my favorite games. But it is what it is, I guess. You know what? I will go ahead and eat a banana because it's been a while since I've had any fruit. And yeah, so once again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, God bless, take care of yourselves, I will see you in the next video, and until then, this is your captain, signing out.